My stepfather showed me his new truck, and I knew he belongs in prison. My stepfather Doug married my mom 18 months after my dad died. Hit and run on Route 49, driver never found. Dad was walking back from his night shift at the warehouse when someone struck him and kept driving. Police found him the next morning in the ditch. No witnesses, no cameras on that stretch of road, no evidence except some paint transfer they said was from a black truck. Mom was destroyed, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, just sat in Dad's chair staring at nothing. Then Doug appeared. Started coming to our grief support group even though he said he'd lost his brother years ago. Always had the right things to say. Always brought Mom her favorite coffee. 6 months later, they were dating. A year later, married. I wasn't happy about it, but Mom smiled again, so I kept my mouth shut. Doug moved into our house, took over Dad's den, even started wearing Dad's watch that Mom gave him. Said it made him feel connected to the man who'd raised such a wonderful family. Everyone thought Doug was this amazing guy. He'd show up to all my college events, help my younger brother Jake with homework, cook dinner every Sunday. The neighbors loved him. Mom's friends said she was lucky to find love again. Even my aunt, who hated everyone, said Doug was a blessing after everything we'd been through. Last month, Doug said he had a surprise for the family. Let us all outside with this big grin on his face. There in our driveway was a black truck. Just bought her, he said, running his hand along the hood. Been saving up since before your mom and I even met. Had her in storage at my buddy's place upstate, but finally got the registration sorted out. Mom clapped and said it was beautiful. Jake asked if he could learn to drive in it, but I stood there staring at the right front bumper. There was a dent, not huge, but noticeable. The kind of dent you'd get from hitting something solid. And the paint around it was newer than the rest, like someone had done a rushed touch-up job. When did you buy this? I asked. Doug laughed. Oh, about 3 years ago. Got a great deal from this guy who was moving overseas. Been fixing her up little by little. 3 years ago, a year before Dad died. I felt sick but didn't say anything. That night I couldn't sleep. Kept thinking about that dent, that paint job, the timeline. The next morning, while everyone was at work, I went to the garage. Doug had boxes of paperwork in there from when he moved in. I found the folder labeled truck and opened it. The original bill of sale was dated 3 years ago, just like he said, but there was another receipt behind it. Body shop work dated 2 weeks after Dad died. Paint job and dent repair on the front right panel. My hands were shaking. I kept looking. Found his old insurance papers. He'd filed a claim for minor damage from hitting a deer the same week Dad died. Same week. Same damage location. Same black truck the police described. I took pictures of everything and left. Didn't know what to do. Couldn't go to the police without more proof. Couldn't tell Mom without destroying her, so I waited. The next Sunday, Doug was making his big family dinner like always. Pot roast, Dad's favorite, ironically. I asked if I could borrow his truck to pick up dessert from the bakery across town. He threw me the keys without thinking. Busy playing perfect husband. I didn't go to the bakery. I drove straight to my friend Luis, who works at the collision center. Asked him to look at the front bumper. Told him it was for an insurance thing. Luis got under there with his light and called me over. See this? He said, pointing at some scratches under the new paint. These are old impact marks. Something hit here hard, and whoever fixed it didn't do a proper job, just covered it up. Then he showed me something that made me stop breathing. Caught in the undercarriage, wedged deep where nobody would look, was a piece of fabric. Navy blue with reflective stripes. The same fabric from the warehouse uniform Dad wore every night. I had Luis remove it carefully and bag it. Then I drove home, bought a pie from the grocery store, and walked back in like nothing happened. Doug was telling Mom about maybe taking a family vacation, planning our whole future with his dead victim's money. I waited until the next day when Doug was at work, called the detective who'd handled Dad's case and said I had new information. Gave him everything. The receipts, the insurance claim, the fabric Luis found. The detective said it was enough to reopen the case. They arrested Doug at his office 3 days later. Mom didn't believe it at first. Said I was making things up because I couldn't accept her moving on. Then they matched the fabric DNA to Dad. He'd been driving drunk, hit Dad, and spent 2 years planning how to get close to our family to make sure we never suspected.